match up with the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7. Falcons nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. From the gun, it's Locke. Forced out to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
7-yard line.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Locke looks to throw it again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. KJ Hamler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early and give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
That's a 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. For a gain of 22.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Broncos.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown, Denver.
Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
The kick is...
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. They go play action now. Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To Taylor Gabriel. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 5.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On play action, Locke. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 33. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was brought down by Alex.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This complete to Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 35-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
First down.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Being chased out left. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11 on second down now. It's Smith, and he'll get it down here to the 43. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
45, Mike, 45. Danny.
51, Sam. Check.
45.
Base.
Play action, Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. KJ Hamler returning it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Melvin Gordon.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Again, Gordon on second and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Broncos 35, Falcons.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The 39-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the turnover, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Noah Fant.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Falcons 40-yard line.
Now Locke. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. So third and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
Third and...
Locke now to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep checking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the interception, here's Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They've got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Rolling to his right. He completes it to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
First and 10 at the 40.
Now it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And it's second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Broncos 42, Falcons 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing some.
Now a handoff for Gurley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Gurley, the ball.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They go play action with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Now Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports.
42.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Check, cross.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense continues to pour it on. McManus now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 49, Falcons 3. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Third and long, it's Ryan. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie Michael Ojemudia. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
7-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This is Gordon as they go to him again. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
9-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. from the shotgun. They run with Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, he's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.